Hello creative friends, it's Eugenia from Art Times Atelier. And as I said in my previous video, that show you how I put together my sketchbook for plein air when I'm on the go and I need something compact. But I started flicking it and I realized that I have posted this one that I've made in Greece the last time at my last trip. I have posted this one that it was again at in Greece just before around Christmas. But yeah, this is my first painting sketch of the year for 2024, and I have recorded it, but I haven't make the voiceover. So today we're gonna be talking and showing you how I made this sea scene with rocks from Greece, from the Greek island that I live a few months of the year. So let's start. First of all, I want to apologize for the quality of the light on this video. I don't have all my equipment over there. My holidays day home, and yeah, it's a little bit darker than normal. So yeah, I do apologize for that. Now, as you can tell, I am setting up my traveling palette that I have for on the go. It is just a small tin, the same as the size of the Aldoids, the biggest size of the Aldoid tin. My son has printed me the inserts as I have asked him. I designed it and he printed for me. So it fits 36 colors, which is great. I have all my 36 Mugello pigments with me on the go, and they're heaps for what I need. Now, do I need all of these pigments? No, but they're handy to have it because I don't know exactly what I will decide to paint. It could be flowers, it could be seascapes, or it's good to have a variety with you. So yeah, and this little palette, apparently it is very useful. I thought I'm gonna have it only for plein air, but I end up using it even indoors. Uh, it's, it's it's actually everything I need when I'm doing a sketchbook painting or drawing. But I'm gonna make another video for that to show you exactly how it works. So now for the my seascape. Apparently the weather was fantastic, even though it was December and January. It was some really nice days. My husband actually was going in the water. I didn't, but I was happy to sit outside and do some painting or having fun and with the water and the kids. And I took lots of photos. So one of these photos, it is these ones that I have put on the top right. I haven't attached the sketch because it's rocks, and because I'm attaching the reference photo, I'm sure you can make up some rock formations on your sketch. Um, So yeah, I haven't attached a sketch, but it's very easy for you to put it together. So as you can see, I have masked my paper. I still have my two little jars of clean water and clean paper towels and and my swatches, so I can see where I dip my paintbrush, because the Mugello is very, very, very pigmented and concentrated. So all of them, they look black, but they're not. So and definitely I was needing the swatch to direct me which pigment is where. Um, then by memory, I have made my sketch with a graphite, water soluble graphite, and I did it by purpose because I wanted to dissolve, but also I wanted to give me a little bit gray in those areas where I had the lines, because normally with the rocks, wherever there's a line, there is dark, there's a shadow. So that would be was very helpful, and I did use the graphite water soluble pencil. Now you can use black watercolor pencil if you want to. That would do exactly the same if you don't have a graphite water soluble pencil. And then I masked the sun, um, but you don't have to. You can just keep it whited up your that area with some clean tissue paper, and we should lift the blue from the sky, and should be working exactly the same. Um, so what I did first, I started with the sky. Um, Closer the horizon was brighter, so I started from the top, making like a gradient wash going down, and I tried not to put a lot of pigment. So first I wet all the sky, and then I'll start putting pigment from the top, and just move it slightly to the bottom because I want the horizon to be brighter. And then I let it dry. So I start going to work on my rocks. So first, again, I start with a wash, lighter wash, and then I start adding pigment at the uh, where the two rocks are joining, at the grooves, where it's the most darker areas. So I kept on working and working on that, and the same time I just threw some browns on the water in front of the rocks, and so they will dry up in the meantime. And when I will go and add some blue, it will be like a glaze on top. Um, so that's what I am basically doing. By memory, I was using ombres, browns, and then at the really dark areas, I just added a little bit Payne's gray, I think, or indigo. I'm not sure exactly what I had in my palette right now. Uh, so yeah, that's I kept on going till I was satisfied in that area, and then I let it dry, and I moved into the other rock formation on the left. Um, so I'll tell you how I continue the whole way, and then I will put a little bit of music. Um, so after I've done the all the rocks, then I decide to go and start working on the scene. I let them dry though first, the rocks, and then I start going on the sea. I did also do, there's a little small, little formation of rocks in the close to the horizon. So I've done those ones and let them dry. Then I start putting again. I use the same technique that I use for the sky. at the horizon is darker, so I started putting pigment there, and then I've done the gradually I brought the wash lower and lower. That end up being the brightest areas close to us, and right on the left where the sun hits um, the waters. I did put a little bit wash at the end on the at the sun, and also and add a touch of yellow too. Um, and also I add some gouache on the rocks where the sun hits and creates that gleaming effect. And then right at the end, I went in with very watery paint and added the mountains. And on the right hand side, the mountains are a little bit closer. It's the coast, and so we can see them as more brown, like very light brown. So I started working on them once everything was dried up, and then I went at the horizon. There is another island on that side, so it's further away, and with a very watery blue again. I add an extra layer, basically a glaze, and added the those mountains right at the far back of the horizon. Um, basically, that was the order that and the plan that I had in my mind how to work on this painting. Um, and also the other thing you can see, because my reference is covering it, the two jars of clean water, now it's one is blue and one is brown, so you definitely need to have at least two jars when you're painting. Always, it's a must, because if you painting a sky and you dip your brush in a brownie water, then you're gonna have a really muddy sky, and you don't want that. So yeah, it's good to keep the cool and the warm colors separately when you clean your brush. Um, what else? Oh yeah, now yeah, I'm working on the those rocks at the background and the forward. What else did I do? Oh, that it worth mentioning. Ah, yeah, right at the end, when everything was dried up, I got a very light blue glaze uh, on my brush, and with when wet on dry, a little bit on the rocks, like the where it's closer to the sea, because they do the sea reflects a bit of the blue on the rocks. So I just done that at the end, and I think yeah, that was the whole process. It was pretty straightforward. Now it happened on the 2nd of January 2024. It was my first painting of the year. um Yeah, I know. I didn't manage to post it any earlier. It's gone very frantic when we came back home, and I did do lots of other recordings, and that's yeah. I just couldn't find a quiet time to do the voiceover. Even at home, and I have some area here but that is quiet, and away from the rest of the family, but still it's very hard to manage to find time for the voiceover, because or the doorbell will ring or the phone will ring, and yeah, there's always some distractions. uh, yeah, today was good. I found some time here. I brought my son um, to his tutor, and I'm waiting in the car. So, yep, it's pretty quiet in here. And I thought, yep, perfect time for the voiceover. um, and that was it for this painting. I really enjoyed it. Now I feel a little bit homesick again. I have to start planning. Yeah, sometime for my next trip, I think. I hope you enjoyed it too, and hope I have inspired you and you get your brushes and your sketchbook and go outside or take a photo from outside and go and start painting, even if it's a simple scenery like some rock formation or something. It's still fun to paint. We're still practicing, we're still learning, and yeah, keep our emotions and our mind active. That's the most important. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to give me some thumbs up. Helps me with the algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider to do so. We're gonna be doing lots of more paintings and adventures. Everywhere I go, I carry my stuff. I don't manage to paint everywhere, but I take lots of photos, so we'll be busy painting. Um, so yeah, thank you very much for watching me, and hopefully I will see you soon at my next video. And till then, be happy, be creative, and keep painting. Thanks again. Bye for now.